Good afternoon, distinguished panelists, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to join you today at Project Green Ribbon's inaugural Mental Health Human Library. I'm grateful for the opportunity to meet you all and to share our stories about how we have or how we are on the journey to overcome our mental health struggles. The pandemic has brought to the fore our nation's mental health and wellness. The National Council of Social Service conducted a dipstick study on the impact of COVID-19 on the general population from April 2020 to May 2021. The study found that people experienced more psychological distress during the circuit breaker period. A National Youth Council survey conducted last year also found mental health to be a consistent challenge that youths face since the onset of the pandemic. It has not been an easy period for everyone, from the young to the seniors amongst us. We have met difficulties in our own ways and have struggled to stay positive, to keep ourselves afloat, and also to be there for others, our family and friends who may likewise be facing challenges. I believe that we can share our experiences of hope and resilience to encourage and support each other. I'm thus very grateful that Project Green Ribbon has organized its inaugural Mental Health Human Library today. The Human Library has gathered diverse personalities from all walks of life to share their perspectives and lived experiences on mental health. Project Green Ribbon's vision statement says it nicely: to give a voice to the unheard, cultivate meaningful connections, and support those struggling in life. These conversations are important channels for persons with mental health conditions to be seen, heard, and understood. This will in turn pave the way for a society that is accepting and compassionate towards those struggling with mental health conditions in our society. For those who are tuning in, it is my hope that you will be able to relate to some of the experiences shared and realize that you are not alone in your struggles. We all can draw strength from the journeys of others and know that there are people out there who care and want to help. I would like to share a personal story. I was triggered by recent events to share more about my growing up years. Some of you may know that I lived with my grandmother throughout my childhood. That has had a profound effect on me. When I was 17 years old, I faced great difficulties assimilating into my new school. I felt very alone, very isolated, and coming from an all-girls school, it also felt very strange and awkward to have male classmates around me. On hindsight, I probably chose the wrong subject combination. It gave me a lot of stress. I was also not particularly conversant in English then and faced difficulties with classroom participation. I remember feeling very tired every day. I did not have any appetite, lost interest in everything, and just wanted to sleep. But still, I felt tired all the time. I only came out of this dreadful period in my life when I entered university. Now, on hindsight, I feel that I should have had more open conversations about my struggles then with teachers and friends from my old school, people around me. They cared about me. I know that. I should have reached out to my old friends. It's okay to reach out. To those who are facing difficulties now, I know that we all face different circumstances. But I hope you can look around you and see if there is someone you trust, someone who supports you and cares for you because of who you are. Reach out to them, talk to them. For those of you who are still in school, there are school counselors or other social service agencies such as Singapore Association for Mental Health, SAMH, and Touch Community Services for mental health support services and counseling programs. And if you find it difficult to reach out to someone and prefer to remain anonymous and just want to understand your own feelings and well-being better, then there are also mental health resources that you can look to in your own time. BELL, for instance, the Beyond the Label Help Board, that makes it easier for one to seek information about mental health resources and services. Mindline.sg, an online resource that makes it easy for anyone to do a self-assessment of our mental health and link us to resources to improve our mental well-being. The National Care Hotline, set up by the Ministry of Social and Family Development, MSF, and the Ministry of Health, MOH, at the start of the circuit breaker period last year, to provide emotional and psychological first aid to those who have been affected by COVID-19. And for those of you out there who feel passionate about mental well-being and want to find out and join in current initiatives, there are avenues such as the Youth Mental Wellbeing Network. This is a joint initiative by the MSF, Ministry of Education, and MOH. Since its formation in February 2020, 1,500 individuals comprising youths, parents, caregivers, mental health and social sector professionals have joined the network and developed 22 ground-up projects, ranging from projects to share stories of hope and resilience to exploring ways to strengthen peer support within the family, workplace, and community. The government has also set up an interagency task force on mental health and well-being to develop a national mental health and well-being strategy. The task force will focus on cross-cutting issues that require multi- and interagency collaboration. It is chaired by Senior Minister of State Dr. Janil Puthucheary from MOH with members from the public and people sectors. I am also a member of the interagency task force. To conclude, I want to come back to us as individuals and the role that we can play. You do not need to be a mental health or social sector professional to make a difference to others. There is a helpful acronym on what we can do. The 3 L's: look, listen, and link in your everyday life. For your loved ones, look out for changes in their behavior and speech. Listen to what he or she is saying. Then link that person to what you know and potential help that he or she needs. Sometimes all it takes is just the added attention to make a difference to someone at a critical stage of their lives. You can also reach out to Project Green Ribbon to participate in the Mental Health Community Responder Program, also known as CALM, C-A-L-M. It is co-designed with mental health professionals and people in recovery and provides valuable information and teaches participants how to recognize the signs and symptoms of mental distress, as well as how to cope and respond to challenging situations. Finally, I wish to thank Project Green Ribbon and your volunteers for organizing this meaningful event to raise awareness of mental health and the importance of building our mental resilience. We hope to see more ground-up efforts, such as Project Green Ribbon, that provides safe spaces and opportunities for us to have conversations about mental health. Thank you.